there's something really specific I want you to listen for when we're reading this story today. Because we're going to talk about the characters and the setting of the story. Have you guys ever heard characters and setting before?
Yeah.
You have? Who can tell me what characters are? What are the characters in the story again? Ethan? What are the characters? Do you remember? This guy might be able to tell me the characters. What do you think? Ooh, the animals are the people in the story. Excellent job. You're exactly right. So the characters are who's in the story. Well, what's the setting of the story? Do you remember what that is? Cannon, what's the setting of the story?
At night.
It might be at night, but what does setting mean? What do you think?
Where it's at, place.
Exactly. It's where the story takes place. So those are the things you're going to be listening for today. Oh, yeah. Have you read this book?
Yes.
Okay. So you are going to be listening for those two things. I want you to listen for the characters in the story, and I want you to listen for what the setting of the story is, okay? And this book is called Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. What does mischief mean? What does it mean if you make mischief? What do you think, Kira? Exactly. You're being kind of naughty. You're making mischief. And another. What was he doing that was naughty and making mischief? Look at the picture. What was he doing?
Scaring the dog.
Yeah, chasing the dog with a fork. That is definitely mischief. His mother called him wild. And under this first section right here, it says character. In that first box, we want to put the main character of the story. Who was the main character in this story? The one that... What do you think? Who agrees that Max was the main character? Good job. So in that first box, you're going to write Max. Good job. All right. In the second box on our table, it says character trait description. That means how would you describe Max? Think back to Max. How would you describe him? Think back to some of the things he did and how he acted. What kind of a person was Max? How would you describe him? Ethan? Wolf. He was a wolf? Oh, because he had the wolf costume on? That's good. How else would you describe Max?
Naughty.
Naughty. Why would you describe him as naughty?
Chasing the dog.
Chasing the dog with a fork. Good job. I would describe him as naughty too. How else might you describe him?
He gets into a lot of mischief.
Mischievous. He gets into a lot of mischief. Good. What do you think?
He was happy when he was away, and then he was sad.
He was happy and then he was sad. Yep. What else do you think?
He's grumpy.
Grumpy. When was he grumpy?
Like he was mad.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think?
Like a wild thing.
He was a wild thing. All right, so we have lots of good ways to describe Max. So where it says character description,